Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel. This is your love reading for April 2016. This is Shooting Stars Tarot. And Spirit and Universe, what is the guidance and message that you have for Gemini in April 2016 regarding their love life? Universe and Spirit, what is the message you have for Gemini regarding their love life in April? April love for Gemini. Gemini love life in April. Universe, what is the message you have for Gemini in April 2016? Universe, what is the message you have for Gemini in April regarding their love life? What's the message for Gemini in April regarding their love life? This one. All right, Gemini. Well, it looks like you have a really good month. For starters, you have the Judgment card. And this is really a card of kind of things coming to a culmination and you making a decision about a situation or a person. And since this is a love reading, you're really going to be making a decision about someone or about something. If you look in your recent past, and we'll get to that in a minute, but you definitely feel that you have been misjudged, or really this card is like being stabbed in the back, and just a really harsh energy. This is kind of my least favorite card in the deck because it does feel like you really were stabbed in the back and completely misunderstood. And I'm glad that's in your recent past, but because it is, I feel that now you're really going to be making some sort of decision about something or someone, whether to move forward or not move forward. But just based on your whole reading, it looks like you are going to be deciding to continue to move forward with them, and that's good. I'm really happy. It could have just been something that was a really big misunderstanding, and there's some communication here being brought to you. And so I think everything's really going to be okay, and you're just going to have to decide. And this is your first card in the reading, so you're really in the midst of making some sort of decision. All right, now what's crossing you, and I like that this is crossing you, is the Four of Wands. This is kind of a fiery energy that you have, and you may have this energy yourself. about making this decision. You may make a very swift decision, and this card really represents, kind of unification and celebration and just coming together and building a strong foundation with someone. Uh, because this is a love reading, I'm going to say be with someone, but it could just be culminating, coming to a decision and culminating your decision into just deciding to move forward and be happy. So I like that that's crossing you, especially after this harsh energy that you have had in the recent past. Now, the foundation of the energy is the Page of Pentacles, and when you look at the pages, they're really an energy of a youthful energy, but they really signify kind of things being brought to you and messages. They're the messengers. So we have the Page of Cups that's kind of bringing you something. It's very service oriented. So this is you. So you're feeling like you are wanting to be of service and be available and be there to help. And this is the earth energy here in Pentacles is really signifying growth and development. And so this is the foundation of it. So it seems like you maybe have been making a decision about someone or a situation and you're deciding to move forward, and that's good, and it's going to be growing and developing. And it's also a very light energy, so you may just have decided to just let something go. It definitely hurt you, and it's definitely impacting you, but at some point, which is right now, you're really, at least at the very beginning of April, end of March, beginning of April, you're just deciding to just let it go and be happy and move forward. And you're going to be taking that message to them. There may be lots of discussion with them, but you're just going to be taking this, just letting it go and being free and happy and moving forward. And I really say that because what's crowning your situation is the Six of Cups. And this has been showing up in so many people's readings. This is a card of youthful energy and memories and reminiscing of good times past. And I like that energy. It's a good energy to crown the situation specifically. It goes very well with these other two cards because they are really happiness and, kind of forgiveness and just deciding to move forward, deciding right here to move forward and just be happy. So it looks like March was a little rough, but it's going to be turning out okay. And then again, we have the Page of Cups here, which is, oh wait, before we go there, the Sun is your near future. So, the second half and moving into April and through April, you have the Sun, which is a really good energy. It's a really good card to have. You're just going to be happy and fruitful and joyous, and everything is going to kind of be going your way, and you're not going to have a doubt in your mind. So you really, whatever this energy was, you're just letting it go, because recent past, recent future, or in the near future, you're just going to let it go. And that's good, because Geminis have as a Gemini, you're very smart and you read situations very well, and you know in your mind that you can just decide to let something go, and you really do just let it go. And air signs in general, they can be really mad at in 1 minute, and then they just think about it for a while, and then they just let it go and move on like nothing happened. And so you are really good at doing that, and it looks like that's exactly what you're doing. Okay, so then we have how you're viewing the situation. You're probably viewing the situation like you've been giving all this. You were giving all this, and your love life was going well, or you're meeting somebody new and it was going really well, and then you had some sort of argument or something, and you feel a little, you felt a little misunderstood and jilted because you were giving so much into the relationship, but then you just decide to move on, and then now you're happy. Now this is how they're viewing the situation. This is a card of kind of deep thought and planning and kind of overlooking what has been has been built. It can kind of mean a card of sadness and repose a little bit, but um, I'm kind of, he's looking back at the situation. So right here, you're both looking back, and here, all of these people, they're looking forward. So, whatever happened, whatever argument or misunderstanding happened, you're not carrying it through the whole month, but there is a moment of reflection where you're both looking back and saying, "Hey, wait a minute." And then you just kind of decide and move forward. So this is your hopes and fears card, and this is position, and this is a card of hard work and manifestation, and not only that, but success, because he's sitting here and he's building and he's working hard and he's working diligently, and so there is a lot of success here, but it does take a lot of work. And so in the hopes and fears, you're definitely hoping it's going to be successful, but you're also afraid because you feel like you've done a lot of work already, and you're afraid it might not be successful. But this is a very good card to be in this position, because given all of these other cards here, it is going to turn out and be successful, and you will be delighted. And I use the word delighted because here we have the Ten of Cups. And this is a card of just fruitful joy, happiness, and bliss, and everything that you've worked for is coming together in a sense of emotional fulfillment. So I think you're making a really good decision to continue and not let stuff get caught up, and just be prepared, because if they're viewing the situation like this, you may be able to very easily let something go, but they may not. And if this is really them, if it is, I don't know if it is, this is a fire energy, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, and it very well may be someone with a lot of fire energy in them, because this is also fire energy. Wands are fire energies. So this could be, since this is crossing your decisions, very well could be someone that has a lot of fire energy. Not necessarily in their sun sign, but they could have had a lot in their natal chart. So, and fire signs, they don't let go as easily as you do, Gemini. So they may take a little bit more time, and it may take a little bit more work on your part to just kind of meld everything together so you can get here. But you are going to get here. You are going to put in the work. You might be afraid of it, but you might, and they're just going to go right along with you. I almost wish I had more to say, because this is kind of turning out to be a short reading, but I think it's a great reading. Look at all these beautiful colors. Lots of warmth. The only cool colors and darker colors is here, and it's just everything is lots of yellows and oranges and reds, and lots of communication, lots of messages, probably from both of you, and lots of thought. You're going to be thinking, they're going to be thinking, and lots and work that's going to pay off. So, all right, Gemini, let me look at your oracle card and see if that can give any other message. So, Spirit and Universe, what is the outcome message or advice that you can offer Gemini in April for their love life? What is the outcome? What is an outcome or advice that you can offer Geminis in April 2016 regarding their love life? Advice and outcome message for Gemini in April for their love life. The Journeyman. I'm going to hold this up so you can see it a little bit better. He definitely reminds me of a page with that fun-loving energy. And I haven't read the book yet, but I mean, just from looking at this, he's carrying a very light load, and he is, this person is standing on top of someone and walking. So it's almost like you're deciding to just go with this person, and you're just going to go together. You're both facing into the future. So I like that. Let's see what it says in the book. Adventure, independence, polishing of skills, and travel. A long path ahead, we hope. This card speaks to the need to perfect skills into working and living, but it acknowledges having a sound grounding in the basics, optimistic, innocence, and willing to learn. Sometimes we're operating from theory alone and not knowledge. I really like that because you're sitting here making a decision that on something that clearly affected you. And instead of just deciding to be rash about your decision, you're actually really thinking about it. This card does not necessarily refer exclusively to beginnings. It can also signify a progression along a path, moving into the unknown from the known, a new phase or an ongoing process. This card may also represent untested concepts or ideas and suggest a need for balance between the intuitive and the rational as one approaches the unknown. Consider where you are going. What are your long-term goals? What are you doing that's helping you move towards them? So that's a great card for this reading, because it really is you not getting too bent out of shape and deciding that you have been really happy with the situation and where you were and where you wanted to go with that person, and you're deciding to continue the journey along with them. You're definitely thinking about it, but it looks like it's going to be successful in April. All right, Gemini, thank you so much. That was your reading for April.